Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Martin. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
10 yards still left on second down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On third down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check. Patriot. Back that it up, Philly.
of the gun. It's Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think. It is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down, Winston again. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds just shy of the 20. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6 in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First and 10, Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. They run it again with Martin. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Working out of the gun. Winston. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And the Dolphins have got it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. Second down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Cutler to throw on second down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Cutler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On second down, Cutler. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Noah Spence in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Clean. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Clean, 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This is Ajayi. They find some open field here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A second down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 10 yards to go on third. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's got... first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. To the air again with Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They come up in an offset eye. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Nick Folk for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. These Dolphins last year, Charles, won 9 of their last 11 coming down the stretch before the playoff loss to Pittsburgh. Finished 10-6. That was their first postseason trip since 2008. But this once proud franchise has not won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
And I expect that to change in 2017 because the groundwork they laid in 2016 with a brand-new head coach in Adam Gase and a brand-new attitude and a lot more toughness than maybe what people expected, that's what keyed the run game with Jay Ajayi. And they gave him Isaac Asiata, a guard out of Utah, to increase that toughness up front.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And he'll be out of bounds up up near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
No. Check. Patriot. Go. Here we go now.
Throwing now. Cutler on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Cutler. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but he got what happened after. Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And he's able to put it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles, these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last year, Dirk Cutter's first year, finishing 9-7. Now, that was their first winning season since 2010, but still not enough to get them in the playoffs. They've missed those 9 straight seasons. And, in fact, their last playoff win, gosh, that was way back in Super Bowl 37.
But for Buccaneer fans and the team, optimism is really high.
Yeah.
They felt like they played well down the stretch. They felt like they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kawamisi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Cutler on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10. It's Cutler again. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. They run again with a giant. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Leopard, now let's go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down, Winston. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 41 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. To throw, Winston. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Cutler. Over to Landry on the bubble screen. And Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now Cutler looking to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Fresh set of downs here. Cutler to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. And the Steelers, they've scored again and opened up that advantage. Now Cutler on third and long. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Noah Spence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston with a give to Martin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now in Miami. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. He completes it to Evans. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Martin, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Martin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a second down throw for Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And a 10th carry here for Martin. Whoosh. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing? Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 68 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.